It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddy and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-495 Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Café TV show, starring Dawn and Freddy in the studio. Your family for creativity. That's the Brooklyn Café TV. The Brooklyn Café TV show, starring Dawn and Freddy in the studio. Your family for creativity. That's the Brooklyn Café TV. Yeah, that's the Brooklyn. That's the Brooklyn Café TV.
Welcome to the midday show. Boy, what a crew we're gonna have here today.
Happy Wednesday. I was going to say Thursday. It's only Wednesday.
It's Wednesday because I'm not here tomorrow.
I know you're not here
You know
tomorrow.
I'm not here tomorrow?
I know. So you know what
Do
I'm
you
doing
know?
tomorrow?
No, I don't want to know.
I'm having a women's health show.
I heard.
And all these ladies, including Dr. Kegel, are coming back.
Can I light a candle for you?
Dr. Kegel. I might light one for you, so when you're listening, you're going to go, oh, man.
Dr. Kegel?
Dr. Kegel might come back, too.
Watusi Queen.
Well, I like my I wouldn't say that.
Do you know there's a song called the Watusi song? You know that, right?
I did not know that.
There
and as
is.
a matter of fact, one of our producers, her dad was walking around the house singing it a few weeks ago, and she said, Freddie, that's really a thing.
And that's because of you.
The Watusi.
Yeah, don't go there. Don't encourage
the
it,
Watusi
please.
is the dance.
Don't even encourage
But there's a
this
song called the
conversation.
Watusi
Oh,
song,
my
and
God.
it all came about because of you. Because you are the world record holder. And we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that
we
whole
got
thing.
a full show lineup for you today.
know.
We've got a new
gonna
artist. We've
start.
got Sara Zigdon joining us. We've
She
got
gave me the
Elliot-
evil eye.
Elliot
Stop
Zimmerman.
it.
That piece that you just saw was created by Elliot. We've got the ladies from Couch Talk, and Amanda and Doc are with us, and then we've got working nurses that are going to be in studio.
Oh, and
See
I
the
got to
new
tell
commercial.
you, if you hang out for working nurses,
The bar might be open.
the bar will be open because they bring a bar. They're a lot of fun. They really are. They're a lot of fun. Jackie's a lot of fun.
You got Jackie, Carleesha, and Michaela coming
Yeah,
in.
Jackie, Curly, and Mo, they're all coming.
So you got the full
Unbelievable.
house. I guess we could put the full house up there also.
We can do that.
Anyway, a lot of things happening. Couch Talk was this morning, and a lot of shows today.
I heard a lot of laughter coming out of that room. It
There's
makes me
always
nervous.
A lot of laughter.
It makes me nervous when this one's dressed in black and she's in there laughing. I don't know if she's making deals, so I don't know.
She's
what's
running
going on.
out, but she's ready to out the door.
She's not leaking because she's been practicing what I taught her.
She doesn't leak, so my furniture is safe. Thank you. Thank you. Hit that buzzer.
Yeah, I know. Hit that button. You don't even want to. That's a whole nother
You
conversation.
gotta hit that button.
No leaking.
No leaking.
You're gonna miss us tomorrow. It's gonna be a whole.
I'm missing you today.
conversation.
I'm telling you, I'm in another planet right now.
All right, so we got a full show lined up for you today. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch at the Brooklyn Café Show. Like and subscribe. His song is in my head. Also, all the shows that we produce, including Couch Talk, Making Money with Laura Sanders, and everything else at Amp Media Productions. You can find that streaming as well. Do you know there's a Twitch channel?
Yes.
You can
We're-
actually
we're on
download the
it.
Twitch app
Yes, we're on it.
and watch it.
Ay,
I know,
ay,
we're
ay.
on it.
Do you
I
know-
never realized there was a separate channel.
We've been
for it,
on it for 8 years.
but never knew it was another channel that you can actually download on a smart
Yes,
TV.
not only that, but Twitch is nice because people can interact the pieces of your video. We've done this for 8 years.
Have you ever
because-
watched our show on Twitch?
Yes. Yes.
Do people interact with
More
us?
yes. How do you think we put it on websites? Yes. We go from Twitch to websites.
Pretty cool.
It's better than YouTube.
Things that I'm learning.
You didn't know that? It's only been 8 years. Gio!
I do what
Gio,
I do, and
help
I
me,
don't
please
do what
help
I
me.
don't do. I try to do what I do.
Twitch. And soon Couch Talk is going to be on Spotify here.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's, that's oh, I heard that all they're doing is downloading your material. That's all you had to do was tell me that. You're funny. I'm gonna tell you. Don't go outside no more. You stay here.
I just have to come here more.
You don't show up.
Too.
This one, forget. This ghost over here, I haven't seen her. I don't know, when was it? 6 months ago or something? I met you at your previous birthday.
Yeah. 2 weeks. I missed it.
It ain't 2 weeks.
It felt good to sit back on the couch today.
It
At
was
least you
nice
brought
to have you
friends.
back on the couch. And
I like
Josh
it when
came
you
back
bring
in
friends.
this morning,
I know, this is like something's going on.
which is really nice, right? It's nice to have the family back in the
No,
house.
it's a little creepy.
So, you know, it's like Thanksgiving.
A little creepy. All right, so let's talk about that
We're going to head
artist.
over to the artist. We're going to head over to Sara Zigdon at the other side of the theater. When I went to Marilyn Goldberg's book signing at Ken Bieberman's, he had a small, intimate crowd, which was really nice because we got to interact with everyone. And pretty much everyone there was an artist. So I met Sara. She's got her gallery down, I believe it's in North Miami.
Yes, North Miami.
And I said, come on up and let's see her beautiful artwork. So she's here surrounded by these beautiful pieces, and we're going to learn more about her art.
Sure.
There she is. Look at these pieces that she's created.
Now, I noticed that they have stones and different things in the painting.
Some of them. I used to do more like stone and mixed media in my previous painting. The recent one, the latest one, I don't use it for some reason, but I do. So this painting is with attached rhinestone. You see the all the skirt, the ring, and I have another one that win the first prize in the show, in art show in New York, and it was my granddaughter, and also was with a lot of rhinestone. Maybe I should go back to this. I don't know. It's kind of thing that's coming and going.
When did you start painting?
Well, I was start painting since I remember myself. Always was considered as a talent. I came from Israel, a small town, Ra'anana, which now it's like become the Silicon Valley of Israel. It's all the high-tech company, and it's a huge city. I started to learn in classes when I was 12, and it was with adult artists because in my time in there, it was such a small place and everything was new. They didn't have classes for children. I did art all my life, but I never did it for a full-time job until, let's say, 16 years ago, when I decided that this is who I am, and I have to proceed my dream and my talent as much as I can. So now I do it full-time job, like this is all I do, and it's make me happy. Sometimes it make me stress, because if I cannot do what I want, if the paint is not like exactly I want, I kept like start again and again. But always when I'm done, I'm happy with the painting and know that I did everything I can. And
What motivates you on your different subjects? Your daughter I can see, but you've got Amy Winehouse and then you have Frida Kahlo underneath.
yes.
Why those subjects?
Why? First, I'm looking more about women's and talented women that was shining in the life, that have so much talent, and for some reason their life was shadow or stopped, like in young time. Like Frida have so much suffering, and if you ask most of the people what they think about Frida, they know it's a beautiful painting with those flowers in the air and the coloring clothes, but not everyone knows how much she suffered and what life journey that she had. So I felt like I want to do her painting, and also with her portrait that she did by herself, like one of their portrait. And if you can see, she did it like the suffering cries that it was have a necklace that was with pins. So she's bleeding. But in my painting, the blood come out from the painting and get to the room. And this is her, like I saw her, like she's like in deep thinking, a little bit sad. But everything is beautiful because I want to make her glorify with a lot of color, flowers and images, because this is what she like. And it's like contribution. Also, Amy Winehouse. Also, I was fascinated by her life, like so much talent, like she was not only beautiful, but a great artist, a great singer, and her life was cut short because of the drugs. And I use this painting sometimes with young people, even my grandchildren, when they come and they ask me what happened to her, and I say overdose of drugs. And that's make the conversation about addiction, about someone that is strong but also very weak. So it's like a double-edged sword. So, and another thing that I want to talk about her, she had a tattoo of the bird, and the tattoo was on her arm, but it's covered here. So I did want to do that, so I took the bird and I got it on the top of the paint here.
Jasmine,
And
can you raise the camera?
she called the tattoo. She asked the tattoo artist to do the this tattoo and write on the knee of it, "Never clip my wing." And this is such a strong saying. And also what I believe there is memory contribution to that done by a family for people that have addiction problem that call "Never Clip My Wing." Also, I got her like here the Star of David, because she was Jewish, and I didn't want to get it on her neck because it was too bold. So I get the bird, like the soul, the Star of David.
And you have a physical gallery?
Yes, I do. It until now was in a different place, in a house, and now I'm moving to a bigger place, but so I'm doing like a art sale of all my painting there. I got the info. I'll put it on if somebody is interested to come. It's going to be next weekend, Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 5. I'm now moving to a bigger house, so the gallery will be, the studio will be inside my house,
Wow.
inside my arm, but not outside.
Beautiful.
Yes.
A lot of creative spaces at home.
Yes.
I noticed that she paints hands.
Yes,
It's very difficult to paint hands
it is.
because of the proportion. The hands have to be equal. And not only did you paint the hands in that portrait, you made them proportionate, because 9 out of 10 times you always end up with one hand bigger than the other. So what they do is they change the angle so it looks like one is closer to you, that's the bigger one. But these are, yes.
So, hand painting was something it is something difficult. And just to give you the idea, they used to have those painting on the, in the times of Rembrandt and all the Leonardo da Vinci and all of this. So when you ask for a paint, if you want a portrait, you pay special amount. If you want the end, for each end, you pay like different amount, because it was difficult. It is why I do it. I'm trying to do it in all my painting, not all of them, but most of them, because the end is very important. And I find myself also always looking first thing on the end of the person and then about him, because the end is what I'm thinking, what I believe, it's like the wing of the soul. Like if you see someone that go with his end like this, you know that they have some emotional difficulty.
Right.
If he is moving, is like feel good in his skin. Everything about the end is a big science, and it's a way that you can understand the person. That's what I
I
believe.
tell you, technique is everything in the arts.
And the other piece you have, that's your daughter. You could see her look as she's just in prayer to God as she lights the Shabbat candles with her hands. You can just feel that she's looking or she's seeking whatever guidance it is that she's looking for.
Absolutely, because in the time that I did the paint, my daughter had some difficulty in her life, and she is Orthodox. My daughter is Orthodox Jew. She became Orthodox when she was 16, and when she prayed for the, I put it as praying for the candle, lighting the candle, the Shabbat candles. I want to show that she is like focused in praying and asking God for whatever she asked in that time. And so that's what was important for me to do. Also, the candle is a candle that we inherited from my grandmother, so I gave it to her. So it's like also emotional.
It's beautiful.
Thing.
Sara, how do people reach you or come see your gallery and your artwork?
Oh, I got my Instagram. I got a website. I got all social media. My name is Sara, Sara Zigdon, Zigdon, and you can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on my website. Or you can call me even. I have the phone number. I can leave it, or email Sara. But my email is a little bit different. It's Sara, Sara, T like Tony, because I have a middle name, Tony, Zigdon, Zigdon @gmail.com.
Amazing. Thank you so much. More to
Thank
come.
you.
We're going to take a quick break. Her artwork is spectacular. So different, right? The feeling.
Have you been to the gallery, or you met her at
I met her
Lieberman?
at Ken Bieberman's. No, I have not been to see the
Lieberman does
gallery.
these here, these pieces.
But it just shows you at a small, intimate event, you can meet such quality people. It's it's not about the amount, it's the quality.
It is
And
always
we've met some
about
really great
quality,
people.
yes.
We're going to come back. We're going to talk to Elliot Zimmerman, the madman behind our new intro. So more to come. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Café Show with Dawn and Freddy S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Discover Rosie's Garden. The collection draws inspiration from the beautiful niece of the founder, Rosie, who brought joy to many before passing too soon. Her beauty and spirit are reflected in every piece. Founded by two friends, Rosie's Garden is a female-owned brand passionate about creating stunning, elegant jewelry that embodies the concept of bellissima, the Italian word for beautiful. With a philosophy rooted in grace and elegance, the brand crafts each piece of jewelry using only the finest materials, including 18-karat gold and the highest quality craftsmanship, ensuring that every piece is a true work of art.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramers taste.
Imagine this. A loved one, a son or a daughter, has just suffered from a life-threatening accident. They're transported to a state trauma hospital, and despite being in the care of professional physicians, they tragically pass away due to preventable medical errors. As if this was not tragic enough, then finding out that legal statutes in the state of Florida devalue your loved one's life to zero. This is what we are fighting against. Come join Edward Salazar as he discusses the issues surrounding free kill laws and how to resolve them. Catch The Fight Against Free Kill Laws with Ed Salazar on Monday, 5 p.m. on all social media. Learn who we are and join our cause today.
Do you remember the music of the 50s and 60s?
You better eat all your dinner, and you better be good in school, or you could end up
The
in a
songs
zoo.
that made you dance, laugh, and fall in love?
You know you could be better than a slimy fish.
The
that's
family,
all
the
wet,
food, the
gonna
fun,
get
and
caught,
the memories that
gonna
came
be
with that.
somebody's dinner.
Relive those golden days with Peter Tracy on PHT Live, where music and memories come alive. Like and subscribe today at PHT Live on YouTube and get entered to win a free t-shirt. Plus a chance to meet Peter live in studio. PHT Live with Peter Tracy, bringing back the good vibes.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
And we're back.
We got a lot of people.
I know, we gotta move quite
We
around.
got a lot of people in here. All right, so we've got
We're
the
gonna be
madman
moving
and
stuff
creator,
over there.
incredible new AI intro. We've got Elliot Zimmerman joining us. I don't even know what we've downloaded to show, but I'm going to let you take this because you seem to know where we're
Well,
going.
first
with this
thing, I
one.
don't call him Elliot Zimmerman. There's too many letters. I call him E.T.
Why?
Don't you remember the movie?
Yeah, but it would be easy.
Yeah, but you can change it to T. She's Sarah Tony. She has a T. Don't worry about it. We borrowed a
You
vowel.
borrowed a letter? Okay.
We borrowed a letter. So Elliot has this concept that he's a musician.
Uh-huh.
He's an attorney, and now he's retired to become a musician. Is that fair?
I'm semi-retired. I still practice. I just
Until you get it perfect.
No, it's yeah, till I get it perfect. But the thing is that I'm very choosy, and there are things in the law that are not quite cleared up yet, and I'm paying attention to those things, and they happen to be about AI.
All of that. Now, what I asked Elliot to do was not that. I wanted him.
Wow.
What the
Seems
hell?
like God has spoken.
That's the outer domain.
So
when imagination becomes reality.
So
be careful
that's
what
right. The
you
Twilight
ask.
Zone is here. So we have a couple of pieces. Is that what we have?
Yeah, we have. I did the outer domain, which is me and my dog Gizmo walking into a tarot shop.
Oh.
And oh my goodness,
Every time you mention that, it comes alive.
Every time I mention the outer domain.
So can we play that one?
Let's play it, Gabe.
This is an animation.
Let's play the
It's,
first one. Is it queued
I
up?
wrote the tune. I wrote the script, and I animated it. Everything you see here is straight from my imagination.
Which could be a scary place.
Walked in just to kill some time. Saw her shop and the neon sign. says cash only, we don't take checks. Pulls the fool, ironic right. Then the magician in the light room starts shifting, rearranging. Something here is really changing. The outer domain, uncharted terrain, cannot explain. The outer domain, the outer domain, feeling no pain, cannot explain. The outer domain. The devil grins at my surprise. The star shines bright light in my eyes. This skeptic's mind begins to change, floating through the outer domain. A card trick gone beyond my brain, or have I simply gone insane? She just smiles through window pane. I've been to the outer domain. The outer domain, uncharted terrain, cannot explain. The outer domain, the outer domain, feeling no pain, cannot explain. The outer domain, the outer domain, rewired my brain, just not the same. The outer domain.
And we're back. And you read tarot cards too?
Go to theouterdomain.com. There came a point I actually couldn't stop programming how to read tarot cards. You can get a free reading, outerdomain.com. It's free, and I programmed it maybe 30 years ago and have been refining the tarot program.
It's interesting because what we want to do on Thursday nights is we want to do a musical piece, and it's going to be called The Outer Domain, correct?
Yes.
I don't know what he's putting on there. I don't know what this show is going to entail.
I don't really know yet, but I think that what we're going to do is the outer domain is a place where imagination meets reality, and when you come to that juncture, be careful what you ask for, because next stop will be the outer domain. And the next piece that we're about to show is a story between love, a really heavy-duty love story, between my dog Gizmo, who's the cutest little Yorkie you've ever seen. And if Gerard D'Angelo is out there, Gerard D'Angelo is a world-class, renowned piano player. I spoke to, this all didn't exist 2 days ago, and we hadn't connected in maybe 50 years. Now, there came a time where Gary Smullian, who's a very world-famous baritone sax player, he's amazing. He's won like 20 years of the Grammy Awards. Also, in addition to that, Gerard D'Angelo, piano player, amazing jazz player. Look, and whoa, are you okay?
Sorry.
Okay, Lee Musiker also played with us in Northwood Mere when we were about 16, and I hadn't spoken to any of them, and they all seemed to call the last 4 or 5 months. And I spoke to Gerard last evening, and the evening before, and I created Daisy, which is Gizmo's love interest, and I pulled this tune out and fed it to AI. I sang this about 50 years ago to create the soundtrack, and it sounded beautiful. I showed it to Gerard, and he and his wife called me back. They were crying, so I played it for Freddie, and I said, maybe we should do an outer domain thing. We spoke this morning, and on Thursday nights, I want to, bring a little bit of my imagination. Certainly these are not autobiographical. They're just imaginary things. But Gizmo does exist. So does Daisy. And I'd welcome you to see Lonely Without You.
All right, Gabe, let's roll it.
day should have lasted forever. That day should have never passed. For those moments of pure perfection in my mind will always last. Full of laughter, we walked hand in hand, just like children who play in the sand. How we ran with fluent pleasure, out of breath we held each other and were one, sharing the cover of the night, which now surrounds me without you, and I'm so lonely without you. That day should have lasted forever. That day should have never passed. For those moments of pure perfection in my mind will always last. Full of laughter, we walked hand in hand, just like children who play in the sand. How we ran with fluent pleasure, out of breath we held each other and were one, sharing the cover of the night, which now surrounds me without you, and I'm so lonely without you. Without you, yes, I'm so lonely without you. Without you, and I'm so lonely without you.
Now you have me crying. What the hell's the matter
That's
with you?
spectacular, Elliot. That's amazing. Wow.
I want to thank you for that. I
That's
want to
incredible.
also, I think God works in mysterious ways. When Gerard called and he says, please do Daisy, I was kind of like at a stoppage as to what the next episode. I have 4 episodes of Gizmo prior to this, and I didn't know where to go with it. I didn't know where to go with the series. And when he gave me the picture, I generated that cartoon. I drew it first. I drew Daisy first. Then I fed it, and there she was. I said, oh, this is going to be great. And then when I pulled that tune out of the box, all this did not exist 24 hours ago. As we speak, it is now distributed on Spotify, iTunes, Apple. So please, if you like it, go there. You can pick it up, download it, do whatever you want. And if you're an artist out there, I'm capable of bringing your idea to market within 24 hours if I like it. It's not going to be, being a lawyer and being a musician, I'm very happy to follow my careers like that. It's only things that I'm going to love.
Incredible. And we have another piece as well?
Yes, the last one, we were all talking about what AI is and what uses can we make of it. Well, I lost a friend about 3 years ago who I grew up with, Duffy Jackson. Duffy and I have played more gigs and been on a lot of recordings together. I went on, to be great at what you do, you really have to do it daily. And Duffy was probably at one point in time, or for quite a long period of time, one of the greatest drummers who ever lived. Now, if you don't know who he is, look up Count Basie on YouTube. And Duffy's was 19 years old when they took him in the Count Basie band. And they have him after 5 days, and Count is like with Duffy introducing him, and he does in the middle of Whirly Bird, which is a clip that's about 250 beats per minute. It's tremendously quick. It's very fast. Duffy does like a 2-3 minute solo. I think it was Lincoln Center that brought Count Basie and the audience to their feet. He was 19 years old. Anyway, also I want to give a shout out to Nick Funk, who was sort of my partner in the early '80s, we formed Funkadero Records, for his name, of course. And this was, Duffy was in town. Steve Bailey, who's a very famous bass player, he plays with Victor Wooten, is on the bass on the original track. Now, this is not the original track. This is not Duffy today. But I used the track that we own to train AI. Then I rearranged it, and this is the result. I was able to bring Duffy back from wherever he is, and you see him float down from heaven. I know I'm really insane. They're going to have to help me. But, you know, when you enter the outer domain, it's kind of tough coming back.
All right, let's roll it. You ready?
Very nice.
Very cool. Whole new perspective of what it can be.
What it could be and where is it going to go?
Where
Absolutely.
is it going? I know. It totally changes from us, for our perspective. There's the entertainment value, And then what's it going to do to the industry side of it? Because I think you can produce these, create them, and he does create them all, but less people, less expense, less time. What does that do to our...
I still like that you can use it to highlight
to enhance
what
and
you
create
do.
it.
I think I did a piece on this at my legal website. The great thing about AI is that this is playing out on the creative side, but it's also playing out on the legal side. And it's really interesting. The business of AI, I believe, is just going to be additive. Look, what you guys do here is world class. Your video productions, I went through your site. The people you have working here with the common tools that we have, you guys use them as good as they can be. Why not just augment what we have? I think it's going to make more jobs. I don't think it's going to take anything away from anybody. And I think it's going to provide creators like myself who never had the ability to afford a gigantic production a way to get in the game. And I remember speaking at a at a CLE that we did for Barry Gibb back in 2007. I said, you know, there's going to come a day where I'll be able to produce a tune without a musician. I'll be able to produce the music video from a photograph and show it on my own network. Well, if that isn't YouTube today, and he gave me a hug at the time, and he said he liked the idea, and today it's reality. So,
well, listen, you're talking to a guy that introduced cameras to radio. So we were the only radio you could see. And people told me I was insane. Everybody said, you're not going to pull this off.
Let them call us what they want, Freddie.
That's okay, because
we have vision.
But now you look at all the social media platforms, you look at your phone, and everybody does a movie from your phone. You walk your dog, it takes a crap in the grass, and you put it on video. I mean, there's nothing you don't do with video. And back in the day, I thought radio should be a television show.
It was great.
So who knows where this is going to end up?
You had the right idea then. You have the right idea now. I say just ride the wave.
Well, I want to see how we put this on radio on Thursday nights at 7:30. And I want to see what works. I want to see how people are going to come and see it. And I know everybody's going to tell me, Freddie, you're insane.
Aren't
That's
we
okay.
going to do it from Elliot's house?
And then we're going to throw a little twist to it. We're going to do it from his studio, from his house. So you're going to see all of this stuff going on, and it's going to play on radio from his house.
And you could get to meet Gizmo.
And God bless America, I get to meet Gizmo. But
we're going to have to set up a remote piece down there.
We do, but it's going to be an interesting factor because I don't know anybody who is doing it.
Well, the great thing is I learned how to take what I'm creating with AI and some other artists that I still have not only legal client representation, but also who I play with, who have pieces. I'm able now to go from idea to sale on Spotify, iTunes, Apple, all the things that you've seen today. Look my name up, Elliot Zimmerman. Spell it right, because there's another Elliot with 2 T's at the end. And then I was on a few other labels, so you may get there. But you'll know you're in the right place if you get that Lonely Without You. And we put out everything that the last 2 weeks. I put out like 5 or 6 releases last night. When you called, you said, oh, we're going to put on a show. Maybe you could give me 2 days' notice. I'll get more done.
How about 12 hours? All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Check it out. A lot more happening with Elliot Zimmerman and AI and the Domain. Thursday night lineup live on True Oldies Radio. It's a lot of cool things. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got the ladies from the couch as well as working nurses. A lot of ladies. I should just edit today's show to play again tomorrow. I don't know.
Gosh. More ladies.
More ladies. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Working Nurses Home Care, where your private care is our priority. We provide medical and supportive private duty care all under one agency serving Broward, Palm Beach, and the Treasure Coast. From long-term care and companionship to recovery support, our nurses, therapists, and home health aides are here for you. We accept most major insurances including United Medicare, Aetna, Humana, Oscar, Cigna, and Medicare. Count on us for care that you can trust. Call Broward at 954-916-7458 or Palm Beach at 561-409-0767. Visit us at www.workingnurseshomecare.com. At Working Nurses Home Care, we are here to serve and support.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
Hey, welcome to Texas Roadhouse.
I play chicken with the train, play chicken with the train. You know that I play chicken with the train, play chicken with the train.
Yeah, hold 'em up, here we go. All the hicks and chicks feel the flow. Big black train coming round the bend. Go! One time.
At Coriander, we bring you simplified yet elevated Indian food, where every spice, every aroma, and every clay oven dish is a celebration of your senses. From the rich warmth of cinnamon and cloves to the depth of turmeric and coriander, our curries are crafted with love, passion, and tradition. Comfort food from across the ocean. Come taste the magic at Coriander. Visit us at 3441 Woolbright Road, Boynton Beach, Florida, or call 561-739-3952 to order today. Coriander, where flavor meets comfort.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Café Show with Dawn and Freddy S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Let's put them on there. All right, we're back.
Don't you love how busy we've been the past couple days?
No. Listen, yes.
A lot of great things. All right, we've got Michelle and Lauren, the ladies from the couch, joining us. They are back.
The
in
queens of the
session,
couch.
as I say.
Queens of
and
couch.
We've got Freddie's favorite word. I've got Doc Cagle with us, and we've got Amanda. I can't use that word you use.
Why?
Because I don't think it's really nice. Yeah.
It was a dance. It was music. It was entertainment.
Yeah, but I don't think it's really
And
a
she-
nice
Watusi was a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, so that's what he calls her is Watusi lady.
That's
or
right.
whatever you
And she
call
set
her.
a world's record. We had a lot of stuff to cover. Let's go.
All right, so ladies, Michelle and Lauren, welcome back. It's been a while since we've had Couch Talk.
How you doing? Talk into your mic.
All is good. I had sick kids for a week, so and my mom is, doing her treatment, so we're not allowed to go there and had to stay away. But everybody is up and feeling good, and it was really nice to be back on the couch today.
Well, welcome back. Michelle's in her running shoes. I feel like she's ready to run. Like, go, out.
She's a track star today.
Michelle is going on her pineapple tour, for lack of a better.
I'm working on my cruise ship on Sunday.
I have a
wedding
shirt.
Friday, a cruise ship for a week, and then a mitzvah.
I got a shirt I want to give you.
Okay.
My son gave me this. They're all pineapples.
Okay. All I can wear is black. That's it.
I could paint it black.
Black. Hair back.
Wow. They don't let you wear any other thing but black?
No, black 24/7, and
Wow.
hair back and a ponytail. We had about a 20-page NDA and instructions that we have to follow.
Where is this?
Are you excited?
I'm anxious because when you're doing any type of hospitality, things come up last minute and you have to run out and you have to get things. So now it's like I have to be prepared and bring everything on board with me because I can't, there's no running out. There's no running to get anything. And then I found out I can't get off the ship at all.
Well, hey, it's a pineapple, baby. You can't get off the ship.
I don't have a passport. So I guess the new rule, I have my birth certificate and my driver's license, so I can sail, but I'm not allowed to get off and back on the ship without an actual passport.
You can.
That went into effect May 7th of 2025.
How many days are you at sea?
2 separate days.
That's
So
not too
fine.
bad.
I'll just
What
take
countries
it
you going to?
I think Dominican Republic and another.
How far could you go in 2 days?
Yeah, you can't really go too.
On a ship, you can go all the way to Antarctica.
Oh, okay.
It's 5 days, but 2 days they'll be in port.
That's
so you're
okay.
gone for 5 days.
5 days.
Wow, so we won't see you next week.
No.
We won't see you for a month.
No, it's just 5 days.
Are you sure they're going to bring you back?
I hope so. I'm just hoping for warm weather. I love this weather because it's a season, but nobody wants to be out at
Well,
sea.
this storm is heading out to sea is the reason I'm asking you. So you're going to get cold weather.
Storm? This is
So it's a cold front, like you saw yesterday.
All right, so tell us who you have. I know who you have, but
I prefer to keep my feet on the ground.
tell us who you had on Couch Talk today.
We had Dr. Danielle returning on Couch Talk. And then we had Amanda Stuiber today.
And I
She's
hear,
our-
Doc, that you broke the world record on airplane Kegels.
Apparently, there is no record as far as how many Kegels you can do on a flight.
There have not been any records set for anybody doing a Kegel
And,
on an
Michaela and
airplane.
Keisha-
We're submitting
Carleesha,
for that
you ladies
certificate.
know what a Kegel is, right? So Freddie decided to challenge her to how many Kegels
Just one.
that
That's all
she
it
could
takes.
do
That's
on
really
the
all it
airplane.
takes to make to
But
hit
you
the
can't
world
prove
record.
a Kegel, right?
How do you?
Thank you.
She just
Yes.
has to prove
Hold
that
on.
she got a Kegel
How you measure that?
Hold on, hold
How do you
on.
measure that?
First of all,
Look at Michaela's face. She's
first
like,
of all,
"What?"
it begins at 38,000 feet. Without that, there's no record.
Yeah.
38,000 feet, and then she tells you, I'm doing them. What are you going to say she's not? You can't say she's not.
I was thinking about, is there a device to measure that?
Of course there is. She's sitting right
She
there.
took a video.
That's the device.
We have it on tape.
We have it
Oh
on
my
tape.
God.
The proof
Really,
is
I'd
in
like
the
to see
pudding.
that.
And how long were you on the
started the
flight? How
application.
many hours?
Oh my gosh. Well, I was on the flight for a couple of hours, but I mean, I didn't do them the whole time. I have to
Remember, you have
confess.
to release. We can't be
Yes.
tense all the time.
I got to buy
Freddie.
you a clicker. 1, 2,
See?
3.
Wow.
Deep breaths while you're doing it. Breathe in and out. I'm learning.
I don't know
that.
anything
I
about
will
that part.
say they were quite helpful during turbulence.
You see? And you help men, right? We did this the last time, which I still don't understand how you help a man with this.
It's like sucking up a blueberry virtually.
Oh my God.
Oh, we did that already.
Everybody's got
I can't.
I wanted you to go to the bathroom and suck up a blueberry and let me know. Tell me how that works out for you.
Like you're gonna suck up a blueberry.
She's like, don't mean
I don't really do it.
Wow. But
You know, there is a really filthy joke about that I
no,
will
we
not
don't need
tell
we
on
don't
the
need
air.
that.
Put the sensors.
But Dr. Danielle is truly, she's a doctor of physical therapy, and she works with pelvic floor strengthening
Yes.
for men and women. So as much as we're joking around about it, it's important what you're doing for so many, for men and for women.
Yes, thank you. It is. Pelvic floor exercises, training. It can be strengthening or it can be just learning how to contract and release those muscles. We talked a lot about how we tend to have muscle tension there, which can make us weak. And then that can create pain, leaking, and all those fun things that we don't like to talk about.
I had surgery a few weeks ago, and the first thing the doctor asked me post-op was, do you have any trouble with this? And I'm thinking, no. But if I did, I know the exact, this is what I'm thinking in my post-op visit, I know the exact person I'm going to call, which is kind of cool. Like, you're like a go-to, because there's a lot of complications from surgery and just from anything else, even just from whatever they're doing.
Yeah, and really, it's something that we think about. We have knee surgery and shoulder surgery, but we do have surgery like a hysterectomy or postpartum or C-section, and we mess around with the organs, but those muscles are all around those organs. So sometimes a little physical therapy is helpful.
It was recommended to me too after. Once you get that okay, I mean, my doctor was fantastic, and that was one of the first things he said to me. He's like, once you get the okay, he's like, I think it would be important to go And
Your
see some
doctor's
of-
like so proactive. I got a
He's
belt
very
and a Kegel expert. I'm like, wow.
He's very good, but he mention pelvic floor before and after my surgery.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Pelvic
And
floor.
sometimes you just need a few sessions. I mean, it doesn't, people get all concerned about pelvic floor physical therapy that they're going to have to go twice a week for 12 weeks. I mean, sometimes like after surgery, it's just to get a little tune up, or, you know, if you're having some symptoms or problems, it's just a little tune up just to learn the basics, and then I can send you on your way.
You know, it's very funny you mentioned pelvic floor. There was, I have a friend who's a guitar player. He's also an anesthesiologist. And he told me about a vitamin, but it's, I can't remember, or a supplement that you can take that helps that. I actually took it for a while, and it helped my issue. So if I can remember it before we leave, you know, if something wakes up in here, I'll say it.
Go suck up a blueberry.
I'll have to go in the bathroom and get a blueberry.
I heard Jaqueline once talk about core balance when he did his thing back in the day. And I don't know if you guys know who Jaqueline is.
Everyone knows Jaqueline.
And core balance, he was talking about to the women. And nobody knew what the hell he was talking about. And now I understand this. As I've met you, it was core balance. He was talking about this. You couldn't say it because, you know, you think Watusi's back in the day. You went to jail for saying that. Wow. And all of a sudden, now it's sort of making sense.
Well, actually, your pelvic floor is one of your core muscles. We always think about our abdominals being our core, but our core, our pelvic floor is part of our core.
You see this? I got educated here, Doc. It ain't all fun and games.
This anesthesiologist says that you have emotions from that show themselves on your pelvic floor. I had never thought
That's
about it
because they're
before
always
that.
sucking the oxygen.
I don't know what it is, but yes, after I started thinking about that, I'm saying, oh, I get it now, you know?
We just talked about that on the couch today, because
is it magnesium? Does that help? Is it
the being tense, like when you're stressed and like, you know, we laughed about this on the couch, but I'm obviously a high-strung, high-anxiety person. And it's
really?
Just kinda, no, not
I didn't
at all.
know that.
Not easy.
You come from
peasy,
Queens,
No.
right?
But seriously, and Danielle was, you know, kind of attributing the two, that when you're always like tight or tense or wound up, and everything, including the pelvic floor, is tight and tense and wound up, and so that, you know, could potentially be a problem.
You know, tomorrow when you do this thing,
I hope you really come back.
you should
really
come
have
and
this
talk about how to
conversation.
release all this tension.
Wow.
Because men have to endure this.
Tomorrow's gonna be great. I don't even know
I'm glad
what
I'm
we're
not
talking
here.
about.
You know what? I'm not
I'm not even
chiming
getting
in on
near
that
this
because I'm gonna
place
get
tomorrow.
killed somewhere from that.
That's why you do it.
I always love when Freddie's the only one in the room and everyone's just kind of.
No, I'm not the only one in the room, but thank you for playing.
And Amanda, you had some really good one-liners. It's, what'd you say today? It's progress, not perfection.
That is correct, yes. And I'm Amanda Stuiber, and I'm the owner of Ocean View Wealth, and I'm a health and life insurance broker. Yes, I have a lot of one-liners.
What's happening with health insurance? I know we don't do politics. I'm assuming we're going to be ending the government shutdown today. It's a big assumption on my part, I know. But do you work with Obamacare, or is all private health insurance?
I refuse to work with the marketplace and Obamacare anymore. I used to last year, but now I'm only working with private health care because a lot of people lie about what they make so they can pay less in the marketplace. And then at the end of the year, they owe taxes, and I don't want them coming back to me being upset about that. A lot of people have been reaching out to me for private insurance to get quotes, which would make more sense for people that are self-employed, because you don't know what you're going to make every year. So if you say, oh, I made 50 this year, but you're projected to make 100,000 the following year, they're just going to raise your insurance. They're going to take your subsidy away. And then if they see that you're using the subsidy and you don't really need it, then you're going to lose it for your lifetime.
This is like car insurance. You never report an accident because you're afraid the insurance is going to go up. So
Well,
why the hell
that's
do you
for-
have it?
That's for marketplace. That's not for private.
No, I understand that, but even private there's an increase in private,
Things
right?
are so complicated.
Ours, mine didn't go up this much. It only went up $35 for a month,
Well,
which isn't that bad.
it
No,
wasn't
that's not
bad.
bad at all.
I
But
thought
a
that
lot-
was pretty good.
A lot of what Amanda does too is like pre-stuff. So like she, which we were learning today, offers things like cancer policies, like the life insurance part of it, the stuff for her daughter, which she could obviously explain more, but it was really interesting you know, me and Michelle were both talking about it today. It kind of relates to both of us, as, you know, Michelle lost her dad, and, you know, you don't think about it, but you have to prepare for these things, and it's a tough discussion to have, especially when you have parents who are a little older and nobody wants to discuss it. But Amanda, she has a ton of information. It's very important to educate yourself on these.
What did you say, Amanda? We're in the what phase?
Well, I am truly the sandwich generation. I have a grandmother that's 91, I have my parents, and I have my daughter. So I am smack in the middle, worried about everyone. My dad had cancer when I was a little girl, so I have a cancer policy. God forbid I was to get cancer, I would get a lump sum of money. Obviously, you need to get this way before you're ever diagnosed. This way, then I wouldn't have to take money out of my Chase account or my TD bank account. In the community that I live in, a lot of people get mortgage protection, which would be for the breadwinner. So like $1 million or $2 million policy, a term. God forbid the husband died. I do a lot of IULs, which is an index universal life, which is in the S&P 500. It's not in the stock market. So if anything chronic, crucial, or terminal happens, you're able to pull out of that policy without being penalized. I also have my daughter set up in a policy. I wish I did it when she was 1, but I did it when she was 6, and throughout her entire life of that policy, she will almost get $1 million tax-free, and she will always have almost a $300,000 death benefit that will go to my grandkids. People are like, oh, I have life insurance through my job. That's nice. Are you going to work at your job until you die? Or what if something happens and then you don't qualify for a final expense policy? People don't realize when you're young and healthy, that's when you get life insurance, because it's super cheap, but nobody wants to have those conversations. A lot of people, I don't want to say they're ignorant, but they are. They're like, well, nothing's going to happen to me. I'm young and healthy. Well, perfect. That's the perfect time to get it, because it'll be cheap and locked in.
You know, my grandparents bought a policy like that for my kids when they were born. And they borrowed against it and replenished it, and then as my kids grew up and they needed money for law school and grad school and living, they then gave them over these policies, and they were able to cash out the value of them.
Exactly.
And have different term policies. But it was really, they got $40,000 that really, as a lump sum last year, that was able to help them go to the cost of whatever they wanted. And it was tremendous. It was such a gift for them to have that. So I'm thinking I'm having a granddaughter, God willing, the next few weeks of
the younger the better, because then you could literally put $50 in. That's all I do for my 6-year-old. And then, my father has a will and everything set up. But I said to him, listen, I got a brother and a sister, and they're frugal. I said, we're not all fighting when you pass away. Like, you need a final expense policy, period. I don't care if it's $15,000. We'll cremate you and go to McDonald's after, but you are going to have something, because we're not all going to be staring at each other like who's paying, because I know how they are, and I know that I'm the one that's going to have to take the lead. And he appreciated that, and he listened to what I was saying. People don't realize. One time I was at the bank, and I was talking to this Jamaican doctor, and she's like, it's so pertinent to have life insurance, because people don't realize if somebody passes away and then somebody has to take care of that child and there is no money left behind, that child is going to be treated differently. They're going to be resentful that they're having to take care of this child and there was no monies there for them.
Back in the day, they used to sell something called a variable life policy, which they stopped doing. Because everybody that I sold it to, if they have it today, are multi-millionaires, multi-millions. If they have, my brother had one. And they changed it to universal because the policy was based on the stock market when it was at 2,000.
Yep.
And now it's 36,000. So if you know how to accumulate money and
it has to be allocated correctly within the S&P 500, and luckily I know how to do that because all the numbers are right by me. So when I do an IUL, I structure it properly with the way everything is.
Well, it's an amazing concept because the money is sheltered, being that the policy was insurance. But they did away with it because the federal government said, no, this is too good to be true. We don't want to sell. We don't want you selling this. So universal life that you're talking about,
the IULs,
that was created in its place.
Yep.
But now, from what you're telling me, it sounds like the money still grow in these accounts. I was able to bury my mom and my dad on John Hancock policies. If it wasn't for that, It was the one thing that says you never get rid of this, no matter. And they borrowed against it. They still had enough money to do what we needed to do. It's a great deal.
My mom always said insurance is the cheapest thing you can buy.
Yeah.
And she said a lot of good things. She was right. At the end, she was like, she had people catering to her. She was like cleaning the house.
You see my mom? She's quite.
Oh, she was your mom is beautiful. I mean, she has her those
my
two
mom
girls.
has maxed out her policies. She's got 2 aides.
Yeah.
She's
I walked
living
by
her
there.
best life.
Good
She's
for
going
her.
to some Jamaican bar on Friday nights till 2 a.m.
No,
2
I
aides.
live down the block.
Oh, yeah.
I walk by her house. The two girls are out there with my dog, Gizmo's for real. We say hello. She's there. She's, bring me this, do this, and drive me here, do this. She's like the queen of the block.
She has purple hair.
Purple hair, really? No, so help me God. She's a
Purple hair.
hippie.
My
I
mother's
don't know what she
long-term
is.
care policy that my father was wise enough to get her on claim because she needed it before he passed away. Game changer for everything.
It really is. And,
Yeah.
you know, nobody wants to talk about life insurance, but when somebody dies, what's the first question they ask?
Did they have life insurance?
Did they have life insurance? Of course. You know, that is the question.
Wow, you ladies are incredible. I know there's so much more information. How do we reach you, Amanda, and you, Dr. Danielle?
So you can find me on my website, www.oceanviewwealth.com, my Facebook, oceanviewwealth.com, my Instagram, oceanviewwealth, or Amanda Stuiber. I'm all around. So thank you.
And Dr. Danielle?
I am at therightbalancept.com, on Instagram at Dr. D Pelvic PT, DRD Pelvic PT, and I'm located in West Palm Beach on 1645 Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, just near the mall.
All right, we're gonna
And I'll end with this, GoFundMe is not life insurance, and they do take a portion of your money. And then it takes weeks for you to get that money.
Well, I'm glad
So-
you're here because I was thinking about doing that for my granddaughter. Like, you know what? I wonder if that exists, and it still does.
That's good stuff.
Right? All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we've got the ladies of working nurses. We've got Carleesha and Michaela.
Painting
They don't
it red.
even know what they walked into.
Painting it red.
We
never know.
They may need a cup of coffee, Freddie. Get them
Oh.
ready to rock and roll.
Whoa.
Don't let Freddie touch the coffee. We'll be right back.
Imagine this. A loved one, a son or a daughter, has just suffered from a life-threatening accident. They're transported to a state trauma hospital, and despite being in the care of professional physicians, they tragically pass away due to preventable medical errors. As if this was not tragic enough, then finding out that legal statutes in the state of Florida devalue your loved one's life to zero. This is what we are fighting against. Come join Edward Salazar as he discusses the issues surrounding free kill laws and how to resolve them. Catch The Fight Against Free Kill Laws with Ed Salazar on Monday, 5 p.m. on all social media. Learn who we are and join our cause today.
Step into a world where emotion meets expression, and every brushstroke tells a story. DeBilson Art Gallery features the captivating whimsical works of internationally renowned artist William DeBilson. From larger-than-life portraits to abstract reflections of love, loneliness, and connection, each piece invites you to feel, reflect, and escape the ordinary. Located in the heart of Delray, this art gallery is more than a space, it's an experience. Come discover what speaks to you. Visit DeBilson Art Gallery today.
Craving fresh, delicious, and affordable kosher products? Come visit Casey Market. Since 2009, we've been your trusted source for high-quality groceries, fresh meat, fish, deli, and more. We take great pride in our business and the quality of our products, including our irresistible kosher pastries, baked fresh daily at our on-site bakery, and our full-service catering for any occasion. Located at 3775 Woolbright Road in Boynton Beach. So whether you are on your lunch break, stocking up on essentials, or are looking for a sweet treat, come check out our wide selection. We offer refrigerated delivery across the Tri-County area and beyond. Visit us today or online at koshercentral.com. Contact us by phone at 561-396-9711. KC Market, where quality and customer satisfaction come together.
RCCA has a team of specialized therapists to treat a wide array of injuries and conditions, including balance issues, back pain, fall prevention techniques, joint replacements, and stroke rehab. Our therapists at RCCA help adults reclaim their strength and flexibility, allowing them to return to their hobbies and sports. We tailor treatment to return our patients to activities they love, such as croquet, gym workouts, golf, pickleball, and tennis. Our state-of-the-art equipment and therapists ensure that there is something here for everyone.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddy S.
All right, we are back. Freddie is making coffee. The ladies are in the back getting ready to rock and roll. It's just like a big party in here. Yeah, it's holiday season. What can I tell you?
Sending me all over the place.
How's that going for you? Elliot want a coffee. Ever want a coffee?
I gotta make it. Gato, make another pot. Elliot wants another coffee. How are you?
Dawn, the book is in the house. With Sarah, we haven't even said hello to her, but since her artwork is behind these lovely ladies, so the artwork that you're going to see on this next segment is brought to you by Sara Zigdon. She was in the beginning of our show. Wow, what a great show today.
It's interesting.
It's colorful, it's great, a lot of moving pieces. Look at all these empowered women that we have.
It's interesting.
It's pretty nice. Sorry, drink your coffee. All right. So we've got the ladies of Working Nurses joining us, and a huge, huge thank you. They have not been back in the studios since they were kind enough to be our sponsor of our Amp Media Futures Foundation fundraiser. That was already 3 weeks ago at Crazy Uncle Mike's. And Jackie and Carleesha and Michaela and their entire team, plus, came out to support us. They are, I have to say, such an incredible company and so nice and so gracious and giving back.
And we went to that event on Friday night. Holy smokes. You want to talk about an event at the Irishman. That was amazing.
So I think Andrew got them their coffee, so I guess we're ready to bring them over. We've got Michaela and Carleesha joining us. Ladies, thank you so much for coming and joining us and for supporting our foundation.
Thank you for having us.
We're in sync.
They're in sync. All right, so give us some background on Working Nurses.
Okay, so Working Nurses, hello everyone. I'm Carleesha. I am currently the CEO of Working Nurses. Working Nurses Home Care actually began a long time ago, in like the mid-early 90s. My mom started Working Nurses, and her dream was to have it grow into an agency. She started as a registry, and then we became private duty, and now we are a Medicare certified home health agency in Broward, Palm Beach, Stewart, Martin, what am I forgetting? Port St. Lucie. Yep. So we cover all of those counties, and we cover pediatric folks, adults, and the geriatric population. We have been Medicare certified since 2020. Prior to that, we were still supporting the community through the registry. Our motto and our mission is to serve and support the communities that we live and work in. And so we are out here trying to, as you said, we're doing events, we're trying to partner, but most importantly, we are trying to provide a service, multiple discipline services. We provide physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, skilled nursing, home health aid, and companionship. And I don't know if I missed any. Plur exchange. So we literally do provide all of the services that are approved to be done in the home. Home infusion therapy. So if someone has to get IV in the home, we are home infusion certified as well. And so we're really just kind of out here trying to just partner with those that live and work in the community to make sure that we are able to give back and take care of everyone. One of the things that is a niche for us that we pride ourselves on, Michaela, jump in at any time. We take, we are Medicare certified, but we do not only take Medicare. We take Aetna, Cigna. So we take all of the private insurances. We also do private pay. Blue Cross, Humana, United. So we definitely do not want to leave anyone out. So we really pride ourselves on not only being able to serve and support across all disciplines, but also across all folks that have all types of insurances. Regardless of your insurance, we are able to provide you with services. And if you don't have insurance, we also can provide you with private pay services.
And what I've always said, what I find so unique about what you offer is you work with pediatrics, you work with families who need respite care for their special needs children. Things that nobody thinks about, but families need. It's not just grandma and grandpa or your parents. There's so many people that need support, and we never talk about it. It's just like this unwritten thing that unless you know, or you don't know. And here you are just offering these services, which is so unique.
One thing that we do to try to make sure that everyone knows, and Michaela can speak more to this because she is a part of this wonderful team led by Jackie Kelly, is we have a phenomenal marketing team out there that is, as you mentioned with the events, that's out there really painting the town red, as we call it, where we're really trying to educate everyone, not just our referral sources in the hospitals and the doctor's offices, but through events such as we partner with MAD, we partner with the Alzheimer's Walk. We try to partner so that everyone in the communities that we serve know about us. They know what we have to offer. I think our marketing team right now is up to, 10 or 11 now?
11.
Yeah, so we've got quite a few folks that are very energetic, very compassionate, very caring, that are out here really trying to spread the word throughout all of the communities about the services that we offer.
And you've worked with them for a long time. We've known Jackie for so
Well,
long.
I've known Jackie a long time, yeah. I'm floored by the coverage amount. I think we talked about the young kids a little bit. I'm just floored about how much they cover, what they do.
And your reach, because you now are expanding north.
Yes.
Right, you weren't always. I know Palm Beach County is relatively new, and then you've exploded even further north.
Correct, and we plan on exploding even further north.
And west.
Slowly but surely, right? And west.
So where's the areas you're covering today? Well, how vast is it?
So we're all over Broward County, we're all over Palm Beach, and like Carleesha mentioned, we're also in the Port St. Lucie, Martin Stewart area as well. Right now, our marketing team is really based out of Broward County and Palm Beach, but we really do have such a broad reach to all of the networking events that we do. We'll attend events in Orlando, Tallahassee. We will go wherever is needed for the education piece of that and work with whoever we need to work with. Another motto I like to say, aside from service support, is there's really not something we'll say no to. We usually make it happen. So we really love to think outside the box and make sure that anyone that needs the care, we're there to help them and support them, because it is really hard. And something that always stuck with me, like when I was younger, I was about 16 turning 17 years old, and my dad, he actually got diagnosed with liver cancer and heart failure. And during this piece, I'm very young, naive, don't really know much about healthcare. Someone came in and said, this is your option, this is your only option. And we kind of didn't really have any support as far as what was going on with him. And for me, that really stuck, because as I've gotten older, and I actually started with this, I started in home health care at 19. I wanted to learn all the ins and outs, because there are other options, and I was told there was one. And one thing that I pride myself on, and I know I pride my whole team on, is that if there's something that we can't do, someone else can, and I will make sure that I find that missing piece for you and not leave you up in arms just because it's not something that myself or my company can do. So for me, I've kind of experienced that in a personal light, and I really try to let these families know that we're here to help you, even if it's not us. Let me find someone that can, and I think that's what really makes us stand out. Our whole team is, we're not doing this for us, we're not doing this for the company, we're doing it for the people that don't have those resources and need that educational piece. That's why working 80-hour weeks. We're always at events. We're always networking. We're always educating in and out of these hospitals, ALFs, rehabs. I mean, we're covering everything because a lot of people don't know what their options are and what they're entitled to with their insurance. And it really is an amazing thing that Carleesha and her mom, Ms. Claudette, has put together. And we're lucky to be able to work for a company as great as them.
I have to give you guys a huge shout out. About a month ago, we had a new client in here. So brand new that we were in the middle of closing his contact.
True story, yeah.
And he was getting called from his mother, who was in the hospital. They had just moved her from her assisted living or from wherever she was, independent living, to the hospital. She was sick, and they would not let her go home unless she had attendant care. And he's like, this is not what I do. And his brother lives in another country, so they got the brother and him, and we're trying to close him on a new show. And he's like beside himself. And
he was standing here, walking around outside, inside.
And it was 6 o'clock on a Friday night, I think it was.
Yes,
so
it
let's
was.
just do that. And I said, I have someone for you. You guys were literally here at the 12 o'clock show.
Yes.
Yep.
And I think I texted all of you at the same time.
Yes.
He was the first one who answered because he didn't know what to do. And he's a physician. And if he doesn't know the resources, can you imagine what everybody else is going through in this community?
Right.
And he said, you really think so? And I'm telling you, next time I saw him, I said, how's your mom? And he said, they had somebody at her facility an hour later. She was able to leave the hospital because the hospital wouldn't discharge her to home unless she had someone there to watch her overnight. The facility wouldn't take her back unless she had private care for 24 hours after leaving the hospital. And working nurses healthcare, you guys made it happen.
Yeah.
Our phones don't shut off after 5 p.m. We'll just
Or
put it
on
that
the
way.
weekend.
5 p.m. on a Friday night, we were here, and you guys got someone. She was, and the hospital discharged her. Somehow got her to where she was supposed to be. You had people all lined up. He could breathe a sense of relief, and he and his brother were like even going at it because the family conflicts that happen.
Of course.
Because who's going to help mom or dad
Right.
when it's beyond what you do? And I have to give you a huge shout out for that.
Thank you. We definitely run into that more often than we should, than you would think, right? But we've recently launched our private care division, and we're seeing that now more than ever. And so we have a phenomenal team. We have a phenomenal team across all of our teams. So we have a phenomenal team led by Stacy in our private duty department and Jackie, and they have done such a great job ensuring to get everyone aware of this is what you have available through your long-term care insurance. These are the things that a lot of folks don't even know they have long-term care insurance. What we were speaking about earlier with Amanda, a lot of folks took out these policies so long ago, and now they need help. And they're like, but I can't afford it. And what we've got is we've got a phenomenal team with Jackie, Stacy, and so many others that reach out to these folks. And if needed, they're going into their homes and they're saying, let's find these policies. And they find the policies and they're looking through them. And they say, okay, well, this is what you're eligible for. And they are able to get 24-hour aids or 12-hour aids, but they're able to get that additional support so that they can go home and be safe and sound in their home and to be able to just move along comfortably in the comfort of their home rather than in an assisted living facility or a skilled nursing facility.
And again, people don't know what they don't know. He says to me, how do I even pay them? I said, I guarantee you they will find a way. He said, but they didn't ask me you didn't even ask him for payment.
No.
He left here and he said, they're going to take care of it. He said, but I didn't pay them. I didn't give them a credit card.
He was stunned.
And they didn't even tell me how much it was going to cost. He said, not that it matters. I need to get my mom home.
Right.
And I said, I guarantee you they will take care of it. And I am sure it got taken care of.
It
but
did.
People who, again, what you don't know, you don't know. What you took care of everything.
We
And
take
it
care of
was tremendous.
our patients and our clients first, and then we work through all of the logistics.
Which is so great.
I wish I knew you a few years back. Because, Dawn just went through the thing, and I did, I could have used your help at least 3 times over the last 10 years. And I'm a lawyer, I know the ropes.
Right.
And I learning about Medicaid, Medicare, the 36-week stop, or the whole thing.
Elimination period.
As you watch your mom and dad getting sicker, I don't want to do that. I need your help. That's.
No, it's definitely
You're doing a
not
great
easy.
thing, really.
It's not easy, and we have really prided ourselves on having a phenomenal team through and through, from our sales team to our schedulers to our clinical team to our therapists, all the way up to our founder, Ms. Claudette. We have a team that it's a family company, but we've grown and we continue to grow. But what we really try to really work hard at is keeping that family culture and that family feel, because that's what we stand for. So we don't have to be blood related. We just know that we're human beings and we're all in this together, and we figure it out. We prioritize what matters. And, you know, health is, there's a saying where they say, well, you could have 99 problems, but the minute you have a health problem, you only have one problem. And so we truly believe that, and we prioritize everyone's health and the needs that they have before worrying about the payment and everything else, because it always works out. We always get paid.
And
it's so genuine that you do that. I love that, how you're like, let's help the client, and then,
But yeah, when my dad passed, we didn't know the best placement for my mom. And I was thinking that I should move her to an assisted living, but she loves her aides. And she wanted to stay home.
She loves the neighborhood,
She
too.
loves the neighborhood, and my dad wanted to make sure she stayed where she wanted to stay. So the house is paid off. And then talking to Dawn about moving her, and she's like, just don't do anything yet. And it took some time, but she's thriving at home.
She is thriving, and I could say that from personal knowledge.
Yes.
And Gizmo loves her. He
She's
just
thriving
loves
at
her.
home and aging in place. We made some modifications to her bathroom, which are more adaptable for her and her age. She goes out late when she wants to. She sleeps when she wants to.
Right.
But she's comfortable. And yes, it's an extended family. So we now have 2 more people that sit at our dinner table when we go out, which is amazing.
And that we hear that so often about so many of our aides, and we really work hard to try to, we have a lot of meet and greets to try to make sure that we proactively find the best fit for our clients. And you know, we don't always get it right up front, because until you get in there you don't know, but for the most part, 90-something% of the times we do get it right up front the first time.
I'm just glad to hear that this is available, like for me, and you'll still be around when that happens. Thank God.
Oh.
Everybody I know I'm making these videos for them.
We've been around since 1996, so I'm pretty sure we'll still be around.
I'm older than you. Don't worry. I'm going first, pal.
50 years from now, we'll still be around for you. Don't worry.
What is your website? The best way for people to find working nurses?
www.workingnurseshomecare.com.
That's easy.
So easy, so comprehensive. I don't know if you've seen the commercial that Chloe created for you, but I sent it to you guys,
Yes,
and we
love
can
it.
send it again. It was our honor, and thank you so much for supporting us. And I'm hoping we can do more. And I know you're doing launch parties and things all over the northern part of the county, so we got some things to talk about.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Always a pleasure.
Always.
Well, thank you for finally joining us. It's not easy to get the ladies here.
They're very busy.
Listen,
Now I
we're
can
out
see
there
why.
painting the town red.
Listen, I had wound care supplies delivered right outside this door. We're
That's-
always working.
We were literally
Wow.
right outside. Like,
Oh my
okay,
God.
now I have to go deliver it to one of our clients.
Yep.
And before we wrap up, we got to talk to Dawn DeMarco Book. Those shoes, my friend, I'm loving. I'm thinking I might have to go buy a pair.
Oh, wow.
They are cute.
They're like the perfect Christmas bow present, all
Right?
wrapped up on your foot.
I know. They're so
Are
awesome.
those from?
Of course.
Haley?
She is Cheval.com. You got to check her out on Instagram. She
Those
also has a
shoes
website.
are-
Yep.
You know, things that I've never seen on her website, you come in with, and I think, wow, I got to go
Ye-
check it out again.
Well, see, the problem with when you see a shoe, you need to get it when she has it, because
They go.
they move out. Because
So
this
what, do you
was
live in front of her house and you wait till the shoes are delivered?
no. I
and
just
down?
I follow
'Cause
her.
Nobody ever has shoes
I
like
follow
that.
her on Instagram, and I remember a couple weeks ago I was coloring my hair, and I got two free shoes, and I texted her and I said, "What was the price on a fanny pack?" And I said I was coloring my hair. She goes, "Oh, that's brave." But I was like, "It was free shoes."
You had your free shoes, and free shoes come up.
Also want to thank you for introducing us to Peter.
Oh, we got to call him.
I'm so glad.
I know we have to call him.
He was very impressed with you guys. I told him, I said, you need to go to them and check it out. I sent him the commercial that Andrew made for me, and I said, you know, they're really good at what they do. And
Well, he has an interesting
Got
story.
that we got another production for you to do next
He
week.
has It's interesting in what he came in with. And then when he left here, we had a whole different build-up.
Freddie's got the wind blowing and the palm trees going and lightning shooting and
I love it.
Can we do it during production instead of post?
Well, you know, it was his fault because he goes up there, he
Gotcha.
finds these spotlights. And so I said to him, oh, you want to see how to use this? And then Peter comes along. And he needs a storm scene, and you put a fan, and you put the light. It looks like lightning as to what he's trying to develop. But it's an interesting aspect what he wants to do. Hopefully we can put that together.
Yeah, you see, that's why I don't think AI is ever going to take over anything, because it's just another tool. It's another thing to play with.
It's not in your
The
head.
real guys are you. I mean, you're creating the canvas. You just have another brush.
Well, he came up with this idea. It's called an overlay, which is easy. And I said, well, why don't we have you parting the sea or something? Because he has some serious stuff that he's talking about.
Yeah. It sounds biblical.
And it deals with kids. He got my ear when he said that. He has a story. I won't say his story.
He was on. I interviewed him.
Yes.
He was one of my first guests on Face Stories when I stepped out on my own actual show. And I'm just like, you're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. You know? It's just crazy, you know, but because of those trials, that's why he's doing what he's doing. And I don't know what he spoke to you about, because I ran into him at church on Sunday and he said, Dawn, who can I use for the production? I said, you have to go to Dawn and Freddy. Just check him out. Talk to him. It can't hurt, you know. So I'm glad it worked out.
It's going to be a lot of fun doing
It's your family of creativity.
And who is your guest today?
Okay, so today I have Kendall Stanton, and she's from truthbelt.co. Her and her husband created a business, and it's all to honor the Christian faith. And it's really cool. I met them back last September, not this past September, excuse me, at the end of the month. And I'm excited to have you guys see her products because amazing, absolutely amazing. And she didn't really tell me her story, so I'll get to learn it as I interview her. So
Incredible. It's an incredible
I like to,
niche.
let the Holy Spirit take the conversation. So.
And are we still working on the expansion of Faith Stories?
I'm working, girl. Okay. In fact, I need to talk to you guys about, looking at my sponsorship packages and making sure,
I love that she has a business plan, and I love that you and I don't.
Yeah.
10 years later, we're still, that's a good idea. Let's go do it.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and I'm blessed to have a friend of mine who's a CFO. She's the CFO of Face Stories, and she's putting it all together. I gave her all the information, and because it's not my strength, trust me. It's like, but what's really exciting is it's called pray.com, and they have 20 million downloads and 10,000 people signing up every day. And they want Face Stories on their platform.
Wow.
I know.
That's a very big deal.
I just need this. So if anybody wants to invest or become a sponsor, please let me know.
Tremendous.
Yeah, it's.
She has some big connections.
Oh, she sounds good.
Talking to a few radio stations also that want.
I'm not afraid to ask people. It's like, you know what? You just never know where it's going to come from.
You never know.
You know what? You believe in God, and lately since August, when opportunities arise, you got to pay attention. I have to pay attention,
right?
Because it's that very thing. The thing you think is insignificant, you follow that. That's the gold. I don't know why that is, but just since August, I've been paying attention. So thank God.
Well, and he's opening doors. I step through them. It doesn't automatically mean that's where he wants me, but I'm stepping through.
I had this thing in Maryland. I was at a dinner and somebody invited me to go play jazz piano, and it was like a rehearsal. Mm-hmm. Then I ran into this 19-year-old trumpet-playing phenom. The kid is from another planet, and he says, I'm playing in Washington, D.C. at the best jazz club tonight. I'll pick you up. You come and sit in a set with me. 19-year-old picks me up, and we're playing downtown. And it was one of the best nights. It's on my Facebook page. But had I not I not gone to the menial thing, which was this little rehearsal, I would not have met the kid. So,
right, exactly.
And that's God at work. There it is.
Amen.
All right. So Dawn's show is today at 3 o'clock. Don't miss it.
3 o'clock?
More to come.
We've got a busy afternoon. We've got Dawn DeMarco book at 3 o'clock on Faith Stories, and we've got Tammy, and then we've got Laura. Kids are going to Meisner Park to shoot a few more restaurants for Savor Our City Centennial event, which is December 6th. And then again, they'll be there on Friday, wrapping up all of that. So a lot of things happening in the studio. And I know you got to get a car wash.
Car wash, I got the wedding, I got Sarah's spiritual this afternoon.
A lot of good stuff. All right, we're going to wrap this up. Ladies, and Elliot, thank you so much for joining us. Sarah,
I'm surrounded by women,
your
finally.
artwork is
What the-
spectacular. Thank you for having your beautiful art that is behind our set today. We're going to wrap this up. Sara Zigdon.
Sarah.
Beautiful.
Want to thank Couch Talk for coming into the house today. We had fun with that. Ladies were amazing like always. And of course, we have painted, what is it? Painted red?
Paint the town red.
Paint the town red.
Working nurses.
We saw a sample of that in Boca. I'm going to tell you, left that place. You guys were still going.
The Irishman has never seen a party like that.
Let me tell you.
That was unreal.
All right.
A lot more.
Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and we'll see you tomorrow. 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Café is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Café on Facebook at the Brooklyn Café TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.